These Nigerian police were coming from Austria or from our comrades' wedding. See what they did. See on bike, they push our bike. Look at my wrist. Look at my wrist. Look at the vehicle. Yes. And these are the policemen. They're not doing illegal job. Hey, somebody, you want to attack who? Attack who? Attack who? Who you want to attack? Is that the fear Nigerian police? You don't know us. My right socket is still hurting me right now. Should I be slapped for over 30 times because I recorded a policeman on duty who is taking on to an unknown destination, and some of them are not even well dressed, covering their names using a private vehicle? So in this era of banditry and kidnap, as you just allow anybody that parks a minibus on the corner of a street and claims to be police and be unruly like a hooligan. If we broke our legs now, they would drive that Korokwe and run away.
Or if you broke our heads, they would have killed all of us.
They would have, yes, now, because what if it was at night where what I was recording wasn't clear enough, or I didn't record? If I didn't record, they denied our arrest to 3 of our comrades yesterday. So it means that if I didn't record and mention the location and review that these are Nigerian policemen in uniform, some of them are in uniform, the guy, I think the guy driving, and like 4 of them in the vehicle. If I didn't do that, it means that they will deny our arrest to everybody. Yesterday, as we were coming back from Austria Hall, Austria is like 2-minute drive from Shrine. If you take the Necker Road through that garden family library.
Jobifele way.
Yeah, Jobifele way to be precise. So, not up to 2 minutes actually. So we took bike, you know. We just saw bike. We didn't see any form of transportation to get out of there. Network was bad. We didn't see any car. We didn't see any tricycle. So we just saw a bike and like, yo, let's take bike to Cabri. So from there we can decide what to do. If the network is not up, we'll keep moving. So we just took the bike. The bike just on the way to just navigate that bend, that corner that leads to the Necker building. Policemen, their minibus, the Korokwe, was parked at a distance to the right, while they have a guy on mufti wearing pink who is in the front. He was the one that pushed our bike. When he pushed our bike, we fell. I bruised my ankle, I bruised my wrist, and I also had injury here. You know, I was handcuffed tightly. Look at my wrist, look at my bruises. He pushed us, then this Wizeman's leg. He was one sitting in the middle, so he couldn't get out of the way quickly. Look at his clothes. This is the same Ankara he was wearing yesterday. If you check the video, look at the leg. Then I was slapped in the vehicle when we were going to police station. You know, we said we wanted to leave. They said we can't leave. So this is my ear. And, you know, as we were engaging the guy on mufti, Wizeman did not even know that guy was a policeman. But I saw the other policeman at the back, and I told Wizeman, he's a policeman. So, and the guy was challenging him. He wanted them to get into fisticuffs so they can say, oh, they are fighting police, that's why we arrested them. Yes. Hey, stop that nonsense. I'm recording too. I'm recording too. He's recording, I'm recording. Leave him, don't fight him. Let him touch you. Let him touch you. Don't fight you, let him touch you. We both have a... See, nonsense let's say now. You know, till over like 5 minutes of engagement, they didn't even tell us what we did. They were just saying, yeah, so what if they injure us? Is that why we are embarrassing them? Like what they are calling embarrassment is just engaging them that, why are you doing this? What are you doing this for? So when they said we can't leave, so we said, okay, we can't leave, let's go to the station. Which station? They said Alausa. Then we got into the minibus. So I turned on my Facebook Live, you know, because I realized if I don't put the information out that we're on our way to the station, they might not let me make calls in the station and people will not be able to represent me or be aware of where we are, you understand? So I went live, and as I was going live in the bus, the head of the team, a light-skinned tall police officer, who is on mufti too, was sitting in the front seat, while the other guys that were caught on record were sitting behind us. So they started, the senior officer wanted to take my phone. So he started dragging the phone with me, and he challenged them that, can't you get this phone from this guy? They slapped me like 10 times before they tried to take the phone. Then while taking the phone, they were hitting me too. Then after they took the phone now, but it was locked, so they couldn't retrieve the videos, which was their pain. They knew I've been recording them since the beginning of the encounter. Immediately we fell on bike, and I knew they were unruly police. You know, when you see a policeman with a non-police car, and you see some of them on mufti, or some of them covering their names with vest, you should just be aware that something illegal might happen. So we have seen several of them, you know. So we engaged them peacefully. Even the guy on pink wearing mufti that pushed the bike, pushed him too, that he should fight him. You know, so that's what they do to citizens. They injure you and they will provoke you to a fisticuff and say, yeah, you tore a police shirt or you beat a police. You know, my phone cracked on the hedge too. So at the end of the day, my power bank got damaged, but it's still working though. But I don't know how long it will work because it got damaged. When I tried to use it, it still worked. But this is what they do every day. This is what they do to people. They pick citizens up just like this. And they were telling us that it's because we are still angry from NSAS. You know, like what we did in NSAS, we think we can do it again. You know, and during NSAS, after October 20.
But what led to all of this? Did he tell you what the offense was?
No, till now, they didn't tell us why they violently approached us and pushed our bike. Till now.
I only saw it on the...
So when we now got to the station, they now said that they said we were obstructing their legal duty. And their legal duty was that
they should push us from the bike.
They should arrest anybody on bike in a private estate. They should arrest anybody, regardless the approach. The person should just oblige, you know. No matter how, if we almost break our wrist and bruised our knees, you know. So it was very crazy. So when we got to the station, they took the bike guy. They took him to a corner. They took all of us.
Did you know the bike guy before?
No, we just stopped him. We just stopped him.
Muhammad, we met him for the first time.
For the first time. We couldn't get any form of transportation out of that estate, so we just saw a bike man.
From Adamawa State.
We just took the bike. We just, okay, let's go. Drop us at Cabri or Shrine or somewhere, so we just can get cab or whatever we want to use from there. So we just want to get out of the estate. And there's no official shuttle for the estate. What they use is bike. So Nigerian police, you know, even beyond traffic, whatever that they are trying to control, they are trying to implement traffic laws in which they are not even traffic police, and they are doing it in the most violent way. And the worst fine of such crime does not even stipulate that you beat the suspect or you can break their arm or do whatever you want to do. So the thing is,
You were suspect.
no, like even if we were caught in the scene of crime, Nigerian police does not have right to torture suspects.
Yes.
There's no law backing them up to torture suspects.
Of course.
And there's a law preventing the Nigerian police from torturing suspects. So if we were a suspect of crime, should we be tortured? Should we be pushed? Should we be slapped? Look at my hair. Should I be slapped so bad? My socket, my right socket is still hurting me right now. Should I be slapped for over 30 times because I recorded a policeman on duty who is taken on to an unknown destination, and some of them are not even well dressed, covering their names using a private vehicle? So in this era of banditry and kidnap, I should just allow anybody that parks a minibus on the corner of a street and claims to be police and be unruly like a hooligan. That's the way police had the effrontery to kill a motorcyclist in Meron. And at the end of the day, they violently respond to the aftermath by shooting randomly and killing people, killing Mubarak. whose mother is blind and killing several other people and a baby with tear gas, you know, like Nigerian police should understand that we understand our rights and we understand the police engagement rules. You can't come to me without properly identifying yourself, without being fully dressed in a police uniform, revealing name and number in 2022, and you expect me to think you're a policeman. And you want me, and you are the unquestionable one, you are the unquestionable civil servant or unquestionable state agent who everybody should bow to and follow to station or take the slaps and say, oh, thank you, my lord. No. You are not the magistrate. And the magistrate will not, there's no law saying that people should be beaten at the point of arrest, tortured, slapped, because they were not even trying to make arrests. They attacked us. It was an attack. That's not an arrest. They just pushed us suddenly as we got to the curve on our way to the road that leads to Cabri, from NECA building, you know, down to Cabri. So we were trying. They just pushed us. We might have broken our legs now. So if we broke our legs now, they would drive that Korokwe and run away.
Or if you broke our heads, they would have killed all of us.
They would have, yes, now, because what if it was at night where what I was recording wasn't clear enough, or I didn't record? If I didn't record, they denied our arrest to 3 of our comrades yesterday. So it means that if I didn't record and mention the location and review that these are Nigerian policemen in uniform, some of them are in uniform. The guy, I think the guy driving, and like 4 of them in the vehicle. If I didn't do that, it means that they will deny our arrest to everybody. But because we put the information out early enough, and they violently tried to confiscate my phone, they took away my phone, and they wanted to bully me to open the phone so they can delete the evidence of the brutality that was unleashed on us. So I refused, and they beat us again. That's when they handcuffed us tightly like this, and bruised our hands too. Because they wanted me to delete it. So if I delete it now, when we got to the DPO, they were saying, no, we didn't push them. Oh.
Lies.
And they took the bike man to one side to say, oh, just say we didn't push you. We will release you. So when the guy came, he was denying that we didn't push him. That they didn't push us, rather. And we started the fight, that he was trying to turn.
But there was a video.
That he was trying to turn, that we started the fight when he was trying to turn. You know, but they didn't release him at the end of the day. They lied to him that they will release him, that we go scot-free with his bike, so that he can write statements against us. In fact, they didn't present him until we told the DPO that if truly we were offenders, and we are strangers in that zone, who are, if it is truly a law, that bike should not ply that road, the bike man who plies that road, who is an official and a commercial bike rider, that knows that road, who should be a principal, this thing, that they should be presenting here first. It's not even here. The woman has summoned for the guy. They now spent another 5 minutes. Now we are in the police station. They spent another 5 minutes to go and look for the guy. They now brought the guy after tutoring him and telling him what to say in front of madam. So when they brought him in, he was shivering, and you know, he was like, yes, no, they didn't push the bike. Oh. He thought immediately he said that he will be released. And they shock him, they lock him with us, bam, inside cell. So when they brought us out, he didn't have a shorty. He didn't have somebody to come and stand for him. So they kept him back.
We tried to stand for him too.
But they disqualified it because
we hope that
we realized that
because the police have no right to just keep
to detain people over such, even if it's a crime now.
him.
Okay, let's admit maybe the bike man committed, or whoever he committed any crime. Okay, you now detain the person for a non-violent crime after you have obtained information from the person, after torturing the person, violating the person's rights, seizing the person's phone. They didn't know that I have another phone, so they seized the other phone. So they thought if they torture me, I would delete the evidence of the arrest and the torture and the violence. So when I resisted, they took the phone, they held it, so they thought they were safe. and nobody knows our location. They've told the first 3 comrades that we are not at the station. So all this strategy, Nigerians should know that they have right to record a police officer on duty at a checkpoint, at the point of arrest in their houses, in their police station. In their police station. There is no law that says you can't record any civil servants on duty or any police officer on duty. Just like police will arrest you at night and say, why you dey waka for night? It is not a crime to make person waka for night. They'll say, why you don't have ID card? 128 million Nigerians are poor, so you expect jobless people
to have ID card,
or people who created jobs for themselves to have ID card and create ID card and start faking that they have jobs from the government. So once they challenge people on the street, say you don't have ID card, we are taking you to station. So people don't understand that it's not a crime not to have an ID card.
if we had been killed with that accident that they caused, they consciously caused an accident to us, if we had been killed, the police would have come out with another story. Yes. Because, in fact, one of the police officers that started slapping him, one tall, fair police officer.
He's on record too.
On record too. He ran away. Till today, nobody presented him at this.
He said they should arrest us because we were recording that.
Yes.
It was a recording that led to the last NSAS. That was a statement. That the recording of a police brutality is what led to NSAS statement. And the DPO also said something like that, to saying we think we can resist police.
Yes.
And we think
as if police is a terrorist.
That we have so much prejudice and anger against police. She's not even addressing the issue that we were pushed off a moving bike.
None of them. Even the guy that even immediately we were pushed off the police bike, we thought that the guy would even come to meet the passengers and say sorry and all of that. They didn't even care. What the guy wanted to carry immediately is the bike. That was why I had to tell him, no, you can't carry this bike. After he wanted to kill us with the same bike. So
they were telling us to leave, that we should just leave. That we should just live with our injury and go. That was
and go with our injury.
Like, so after that, I started
so for them, the oppression against Okada people, the oppression against ordinary citizens and Lagosians is normal, and we couldn't take it.
You know, after the killings in Meron, before the killings in Meron rather, there were reports of police brutality at Meron police station, but the boss at all those stations, they refused to curb their men from excessive and violent engagement with citizens. Now, if the DPO can be saying it is wrong to record a police officer on duty, what's the mentality of the officers on patrol? They were beating me because I was recording them, and they wanted to seize my phone. It's on record that I was recording them, and it's on record that they violently tried to seize my phone. So if you are doing the right thing, why are you angry that I'm recording you?
Yeah.
Your action should be documented. At this point in time, the standard practice across the world is that all policemen should have a proper police car. All of them should be properly dressed. None of them will be on mufti attacking citizens first to provoke anger and provoke a fisticuff. They have cameras on their chest across the world. They have cameras on their dashboard and outside the car. But in Nigeria here, they don't have camera on the dashboard. They don't have on their car. They don't have on their body. So they don't even want citizens to record them, because what they are doing is kidnap for ransom.
Yes.
And the ransom is called bail. In their own lexicon, it is called bail. So once they kidnap you and they take you to any station, they don't allow you to communicate. So your families and lawyer cannot get in touch with you. With that, they will scare. I've met people that spent months in police cell. Not because the magistrate ordered them to detain the person, but because the person does not have access to lawyer, relative, and they didn't allow the person to put out information early enough on their way to the station. Yeah. So that's what they do to citizens. They go to the street to kidnap citizens and prevent them from making calls. So they were angry that I was recording, and they brutalized me. And when we fight for fundamental human rights now, they will say, Ogame, we draw the case.
The beauty of it is also that we recorded, and we ask every Nigerians to put on the recording in case of police brutality and other things. And also, we are also going to take them to court. That's the issue. We are not going to allow this to lie low, because what they have done to us, if it is a murder case, in the case of Yusuf Amamewa in Lasu, till today, The Alausa Security Council have not spoken about it. What happened to Omamewa? It's almost the same thing that happened to us. Almost the same thing. We were pushed out of the bike. Everything happened to us. And if we had been killed yesterday, this morning, they will be saying another thing. So we thank our comrades for standing. We commend everybody for standing. We ask every Nigerian to stand, no matter who is attacked.
And when the police stop you, even no matter how cool or how professional the person might seem, the team might seem, start recording, because there are also kidnappers that wear police uniform, and there are some police that will come all the way from Ajayi to come and raid in Abulegba or Meron, or even as far as Songo. They can go out of their jurisdiction to pick people up, and they won't allow you to make call. So ensure you go live. Don't just record. Go live on your social media and let your language be clear. Let people know that you are with police. If it is DSS, say it. If it is army, say it. And mention the name of their police station. And don't go with any police that refuse to identify themselves or where they came from.
Yeah.
In fact, if the police is not ready to talk on camera, he's doing an illegal job.
Yeah.
Any police that does not want to be recorded is doing an illegal job.
Sure.